My name is Marguerite Rahill. Sandy is my best friend. Sandy means abiding friendship to me. She has been my friend for 45 years. Sandy has a gift for friendship. She has many, many friends and many friendships that last a lifetime. I met Sandy first in 1972 at the Rich Street Women's Collective in Oakland. I went there in response to a posting I saw on the Berkeley Co-op bulletin board for a room to sublet for the summer in a women's collective. I was a feminist, so that looked promising to me. At Rich Street, I met Sandy and her two little girls. I was immediately deeply impressed with Sandy, her warmth, her intelligence. I was also impressed with her beautiful shaved head. She had recently cut off all her hair as a political statement. From the very start, Sandy's relationship with me was characterized by generosity. She was 4 years older than me. I was 20, and 4 years seemed like a long time then. And she soon began to seem like an older sister to me. When she saw I was hungry, she'd say, "Marguerite, I hate leftovers. Come and get something to eat." When she saw I was lonely, she included me in her family. I went to meetings with her, to demonstrations and to parties. She took me on my very first camping trip with Nicole and Vanessa. Never dogmatic, she often also included my boyfriend, Mike, now my husband. The two of us soon became very close to Nicole and Vanessa. As time went on, our families grew and became entwined. Our children were like cousins together. Sandy was present when both my children were born. When my son was born, we hadn't yet decided upon his name. Sandy, with her typical decisiveness, called him Peter the moment she saw him, and that was that. Peter was his name. If generosity is the first word that comes to mind when I think of Sandy, intelligence is the second. Sandy is one of the most intelligent persons I have ever met. I saw her when she was a student at Laney College, at Mills College, and later as she earned advanced degrees. She would write exemplary papers seemingly effortlessly, no fuss. That same intelligence infused her political work. In our youth at Laney College, in the women's movement, in our Laurel neighborhood in Oakland when she fought for affordable housing, in her work with her social worker union and her teacher union, and now in Ukiah, where she works to combat homelessness. The third word that comes to mind when I think of Sandy is warmth. You see how warm she was to me in our relationship. That warmth has also infused her political work. For instance, when we lived in Berkeley, we would often go walking. It would take us sometimes a long time to get from one place to another because it seemed to me she must know every single homeless person in Berkeley. She stopped and talked to all of them and knew them by name and was their friend. Sandy, I am so grateful for the warmth and joy you have brought me and so many people. I am also grateful for all the work you have done to make the world a better place.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Ruby. I've known Sandy for over 30 years, beginning that friendship meeting when some of our children were small, traveling on a journey to self that brought us from San Diego back to the Bay Area, from young mothers to elder stateswomen. Having Sandy in my life all these years, one of my greatest cheerleaders through hardship and triumph, is one of my greatest gratitudes. Not only does she inspire me on a personal level, she is a role model for me as a community activist, as a visionary with such strong integrity for love, peace, and diversity. In this time of chaos and division in our country, her smile and optimism bring hope. She is resilient, courageous, and authentic, and I've learned to begin to model those traits because of her. Two moments that stand out are first, when I was going through a divorce, she was one of the people who could empathize and support a difficult decision. Second, when I was teaching high school English, I was privileged to have her in the classroom as a student teacher. We were together able to give students the lessons, including history that reflected our values that were not often written in the textbooks. Sandy, happy 70th birthday. I wish you many more, my dear friend. You have more people to pass your way. Love you.
Thanks, Leslie. Hello.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
Good job, everybody. All right, good job.
No, we have to say what we love about Sandy.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty easy. Sandy is amazing in so many ways. Probably the most amazing was when this guy was born. She said, hey, if you guys want a grandmother, I can be his grandmother. And we said, okay. And you've been an awesome grandmother.
And she has a couple other grandchildren and children of her own.
Just a few.
But we kind of kidnapped her and made her part of our family as well. And it's pretty awesome that she was willing to be nice to us. What do you love about Sandy?
I love about Sandy that she is nice,
Look at that thing.
sweet, and that Bodie is at Sandy's house, and I love Bodie too.
Oh, he's pretty awesome.
But I also love you.
Oh,
Yes.
we love you, Sandy.
We love you
We
very
love
much,
you.
Sandy. We miss you, and we're so happy to be joining you for your birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yay!
Hi.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Sandy. Happy birthday to you.
Hey Joan, so my first question for you is, what do you find most special or meaningful about my mom?
Well, I think your mother is one of the most unique, interesting, and loving person I've ever met. She is, she inspires me because she's such a lover of life, and she has the ability, to which I aspire but don't achieve, to be happy, to be content. Wherever she's lived since I've known her, she loved it. She loved the garden, or she loved the size of it, or she loved the kid. There's always something that she loved, genuinely. Whereas I might say, oh my God, this kitchen is too small. She would say, this kitchen is so cozy. And so that is something that I admire deeply about her. And it's a quality, some people have it, but not many people have it. Should I go on? I could go on.
Whatever you'd like. It's up to you.
I think she's also extraordinarily intelligent. When she stayed with me, which is a whole other issue about her compassion, but when she stayed with me and we'd be talking about something, she'd start talking and she'd say, you know, and I would have no idea. I didn't remember an event, or I didn't remember the person, or I didn't. And so I was really introduced to the breadth of her knowledge, which is quite impressive. And she's not, she doesn't wear it in a look at me kind of way. It's just, she takes it for granted, she talks to whomever, but she knows a great deal, is analytical in a way that I think of as intelligent, and she's taken in a great deal from all the experiences she's had. So not only is she intelligent, but she's expanded her world so that she knows a lot about a lot. And the other adjective I would say about her, and this one is kind of hard to explain, but it just always made me laugh, is that she often says things and I have no idea whether she's kidding or she means it. I have no idea. And so I have to laugh because if she's trying to be funny, she's very funny.
Yeah.
And if she means it, then I have to laugh because I don't know which it is.
It's a good default.
And so she's very enjoyable and fun to be with.
Thank you, Joan.
Yep.
Okay, on to the next question.
Okay.
So question number 2 is, how has Sandy impacted you?
Well, I might cry when I answer this one.
Oh, I got some tissue
Um,
right there.
I think that since I don't know that I can do this, that since I've had health difficulties, her willingness and generosity in the way that she's been present for me has been incredibly touching and has helped me a lot. And has kind of inspired me to be a better friend to other people.
Hey, Joan. Third question. What special or remarkable moments with Sandy will you forever hold dearly?
You know, I know them immediately, which is when she stayed here to be with me. And you know how she loves that dog. And I don't usually walk my dog. I let my dog out in the path. But being with her, I ended up feeling so guilty. So when she would walk her dog, some of the time I would walk my dog. And we would walk around the block together with our little doggies and laugh almost all around the block. I don't even remember what we were laughing about, but we were just laughing so much. And it was such a sweet time, you know. It was the evening time and we had our dogs and she makes me laugh and it was very sweet.
Thank you. Hey, dog. Talking about you. Sandy, using 3 adjectives, what would they be?
Intelligent, generous, and a great mother.
Thank you. Anything else? We're good, right?
I could go on and on
Okay.
and on about adjectives.
I mean, not adjective, but just yes.
No, that's
I
I mean,
good.
I could talk a lot, but that's
Okay,
fine.
cool. Thanks, Joan. We love you. We love you.
Hi, Candy. How are you? I hope you're enjoying your celebration. So, Candy, there aren't too many people that call you Candy anymore, but how'd you get that name Candy anyway? You got that cool stripper name, and I got stuck with Terry. It's like a dog's name. Sister Mary Maurice told me it was a dog's name. But anyway, that's okay. I'm not jealous of your name. Let's see now. So you're probably getting a lot of nice cards that tell about how you're getting, you know, aging and getting better every year, just like fine wine and cheese. And we know that's a bunch of crap, don't we? Yeah. You are getting better and we are getting better as people as we get older. The body's falling apart. We know that. It's okay. It's okay, because the important thing is that we are still growing, we are still learning, and we're still having a good time. So that's the main thing. And let's see. I've known you longer than anybody in the whole world now, anybody else on earth. So you're so precious to me. So I hope that you take really good care of yourself. Keep doing the things that you love to do. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you in a couple. Oh, and Becky made me wear this outfit, by the way. Love you. Love you, Becky.
I'm going to let you see me in all my natural beauty before I put my glasses on, because I have a prepared statement. You know, at my age, you can't remember all this stuff. But happy 70th. I'm sorry I can't be with you physically, but I'm there in spirit. You know what I was thinking? I believe last year or this year is our 50th anniversary of our friendship. Isn't that something? I just realized that. And I don't remember how we met. That's killing me. Did we meet at the freight company where I worked? That's the only thing I need you to fill in, because you have a better memory. You always did. But I do remember the fun things we did together. All the crazy stuff. You leading the way, like Lucille Ball and me, Ethel, following. How we used to babysit for each other. You with that scooter, me on the back, screaming because I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid of scooters. But you were fearless. You would do anything. So I followed, and that was wonderful. And I'm just going to look here at my notes. Okay, remember who came up to see me first when I had Morgan? It wasn't John, I threw him out. It was you and Nicole. Nicole was an infant. I thank you for that. Your loyalty has always been wonderful during the years, and that was the start of it. And like I said, we used to babysit for each other. And probably the only camping trip we took together, we're going up the side of a mountain, you're driving, you're leading a sing-along with the kids in the back seat. I'm clinging to you for dear life because I'm afraid of heights and I can't look out the passenger door. Then we camp, and I'm begging you to drop me off at a hotel because I can't stand the bugs. I'm bad. You were always so fearless and took charge of everything. Even with all your children, you managed to take care of Morgie and invite her along, which we're always so grateful for. You used to take her in the summers to the camp, the music camp, and it was very difficult for you because you had to deal with John, her father. I remember that. But you always included her, and we were always so grateful. Thank you. It's just your spirit. Nothing. She's unflappable. Your mother's unflappable. I'm talking to your daughter here. And I remember all of that. And let's see. Then you came in to visit several times with the kids. And I'm thinking, gee, she comes in, picks up 3 kids, and thinks nothing of it, gets on a plane, and stays with me for a couple of weeks. You're amazing. But I enjoyed those visits. And then you and Ruby came. Oh, just on your way to Ireland so Ruby could do her step dancing. That was a great time. Those are great times. You were always generous with your time. This is what I loved about you. You were always loyal and always generous. There was nothing you wouldn't do. And I hope I was as much of a good friend to you. So I want you to know that. Okay, I'm turning the page. You know, we've been separated by time and space since 1970. But honestly, it never feels that way when I talk to you. I feel like we see each other all the time. Just a spirit. You have that spirit that I connect with every time I see you. You know, I was so glad you got to meet Tom before he passed away. He absolutely adored you. I thought, well, they'll never get along. They're 2 entirely different people. And when you left, he said, God, she's so much fun and she's so interesting. I said, yeah, I have good friends too, you know. But he adored you, and you were talking about mushing up in Alaska, which I couldn't believe, but then he was like, oh my God, isn't that wonderful? What a wonderful woman. Why didn't you bring her around before? And also, when we came out to San Francisco last May, here's your mother. She's unbelievable. She had commitments with her grandchildren and everything. She insisted on picking us up at the airport, toured with us for 2 days. My sister had a great time because she had never been to San Francisco. You made Mary feel like a queen. And I'm so glad you met Val. And poor little Bodie had to stay in the car. Sorry. I'm so sorry. But that's you. Nothing stops you. And we had a wonderful time thanks to you. You know, your daughter told me that we should think about a couple of words, maybe adjectives that would describe you. And there's just so many good qualities in you. I don't know what to say. You're loyal, you're intelligent, and you're also very artistic, which adds to a lot of the fun we would have. We used to draw. Remember the pictures you used to draw and gave me? So I don't know, but I always think of that picture with Debbie Reynolds, the unsinkable Molly Brown. That to me is you. I know you lived your lives in different ways and achieved different things in your time, but you did it with that hearty spirit and determination, and I'm like, that's you. And you made life so much fun. I just can't tell you, I miss you all these years, not seeing you every day. I really do. But here again, it's right there every time I speak to you. Listen, I hope to see all the kids again. Will you let them know? I miss Nicole and Vanessa, of course. Ruby and I see each other. Elizabeth, Lucia, excuse me. And Becky and Elijah. I haven't seen Elijah. I don't think I ever saw him. So let them know that. And I want to say to you, I love you, and I think the words for you, for me, are you're so much fun and you're so loyal. And we have so much fun together. And that you made my life. I can't tell you. However we met, I will always treasure it. Okay? You can let me know where we met, okay? Anyway, Sandy, here's to 50 more years of a wonderful life for you and to our friendship. I love you. Thank you. Have a wonderful birthday.
Hi, Miss W. This is Carla, and I'm here at Oxford with a number of students who know you, remember you very fondly. So we thought it was most appropriate to sing you a song about change and protest, sung none other than Olive. Remember him? And here we go.
I was born. Wait, I can't.
It's okay.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gotta come. Oh, yes, it will.
It's been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the clouds. It's been a long time coming. I know, change has gotta come. Oh, yes, it is. There's a time I will go to my brother. Oh, I've asked my brother, will you
help me, please? But he winds up knocking me right back down to my knees. Oh, there've been times where I thought I couldn't last very long. Somebody keep wait. I forgot the lyrics.
It's okay. We're gonna run and say happy birthday. Say thank you. Everybody, run and say
Happy birthday!
You got it.
I forgot most of it.
So this is it.
Hey Aunt Sandy, happy 70th birthday. Sounds like another trip around the sun well spent, and hope you're enjoying your retirement and all your festivals that you enjoy going to. Throughout my life, you've been a great influence and mentor, as well as a godmother to me. You introduced me to great music and a love of the outdoors and nature, and just a sense of having fun and enjoying life and not taking things too seriously. I really enjoyed every time we used to spend together as when I was younger, and taking me around the Bay Area and and all that good stuff to hopefully, getting together and hit some bluegrass festivals before too long. So I want you to know your guitar's in good hands, and I'm gonna keep playing and getting better. So when we get out and jam together, have a great time. Go through the old songbooks there. So, well, I think that's about all I can say on this little video to send to the cousin there. But just want you to know I love you very much, Auntie Sandy, and I hope you have a great 70th birthday. I wish I could be there. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Surprise! Happy 70th birthday, Mom. I hope you're having a wonderful time celebrating your special day. And I just wanted to take the opportunity to thank you so much for everything you have done for me in my life. And this video is going to be way too short because there's so much I want to be able to say. But first, I just want to say thank you so much for taking me into your home and into your family and raising me as your own daughter. Nothing in the world can ever replace that. And thank you for being my mom and raising me to be a good woman and a good person, and to be conscientious of the world and to want to help and serve other people and not just myself. But then also thank you for raising me to be a strong woman and defend myself and not take shit from no man. And I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. And I remember all the small and the big things that you have done. I remember you making such a big deal about birthdays and graduations and new jobs and making every like moment or milestone in my life special. And I am able to pass that on in my own values, and I'm very much into making sure that things are meaningful and important and that people do feel special. And I did learn that from you, so thank you. And also I just wanted to thank you for, that one day you caught me in the park smoking weed and I was having my little mini crisis and thought my world was over. And thank you for taking the time, the money, and the opportunities to send me to Holy Names High School, because that saved my life during adolescence. And without that, I would not have gone to college and would not have become the successful woman that I am today. So I'll never forget that. Even though Holy Names sucked socially, educationally wise, it was such a good school. And I just want to thank you for driving me to Humboldt State University on my first day of orientation and being there for me. Thank you for helping me with all the moves. I mean, you've been there for everything, and my breakups, and most recently my most recent breakup and my big move I just did. But you're amazing, Mom, and I love you, and I hope that every day you live your life to your fullest and do exactly what you want to do, and don't let anyone bring that smile to a frown or I'll f***ing kill them. Yeah, no, I will. Okay? But I love you. I know I have to keep this short, but just know that you are my guardian angel, and I love you with my heart, body, mind, and soul. And I am grateful for the day that God put me in your arms, and thank you for still being there and being an amazing woman and mother and person and friend and community activist. And all of your little students are so lucky to have had you as a teacher. And thank you for being an awesome matriarch of our family. Okay, well, I love you. I'm going to go, but I could keep going on and on and on, but I have to keep this short. But I love you. And happy birthday. Bye.
Hi, Auntie Sandy. It's your niece Julia here. I want to wish you a very, very happy 70th birthday. I feel so blessed to have you as my aunt. You've always tried to teach us, all your nieces and nephews, how to be more of global citizens, thinking about what's going on in the world, thinking about what we can do to change, and always reminding us that the world is bigger than the little community that we live in. And so thank you for that. Those lessons have served me throughout my whole life. I also want to thank you for all the happy memories that I have with you, from going down to the Bay Area every summer with Mom, and going around Berkeley, and you showing us different places, walking around, laughing. I love to see you and my mom laugh together. It really, really brings joy to my heart how much you guys enjoy each other's company, and that's really nice to see. Also, I have very happy memories of you coming all the way up to Oregon, driving all the way up for my graduations. It really means a lot to me that you take that time to celebrate with me, and so thank you for that as well. I wish that I could be with you to celebrate this 70th birthday, but I'm too far away. But I hope that you really have a great time surrounded by your loved ones, family, friends, anyone, and they really celebrate what a special person you are. I love you, Auntie Sandy. Bye.
Hey, Sandy. I just wanted to say I am so happy that your daughters decided to do this for you. This is one of the sweetest things that any kids could ever do for their mom. And I want to tell you, I'm so happy that it gave me an opportunity to think about what you mean to me. I think of all the friends that I've had in my life. You are the most precious. You have been through me through thick and thin. You've allowed me to know myself. You've always been encouraging to me. You held me up when I needed holding up. I can't tell you what you've meant to me in my life. I think that you're incredibly brilliant and creative and extraordinarily funny. You make me laugh all the time, no matter what you say. You have an amazing ability to be truthful and to say the truth, even when I don't want to hear it. I tell you, you were like a total lifesaver to me. You've been one of my true angels in the world. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you, on the first question, Sandy, what do you mean to me? Of all the friends I have and have had in my life, you are the one that I consider to be the most precious. You've embodied everything that is a true friend, someone who sees me, who's loved me through all the years of various choices that have been good ones and ones which were not very good. You've held me up when I needed comforting, and you've been truthful to me when I needed the truth. You valued me when I wasn't able to value myself. You have been someone I could always count on, even when we didn't see each other for years. And what I find most special about you is your ability to totally be yourself, to embrace life, and to appreciate everyone as they are, regardless of outward appearances. You're incredibly honest, Sandy, about how you feel. You're able to say things that most people only think, and you say them in a way that makes me laugh or cry because I know you've spoken the truth. So, how have you impacted me? Well, you have literally saved my life. Many, many years ago, when I first met you in 1976 at Mills, and when I was in that terrible, toxic, destructive marriage, and you helped me see that I could leave and make it on my own. You were the first feminist that I knew, and you were an amazing role model in helping me become my authentic self. You are a bright beacon of love, laughter, and truth in a world that often does not speak the truth. You accept people for who they are and encourage people to be who they are. So, what have I learned from you? Well, you're probably the most spontaneous and liberated person that I know. And you're also someone who's willing to take risks, and I'm still learning from you. I will always remember our days together at Mills. You've given me a way of looking at myself and the world in a way that was totally different than what I had known. And you freed me to be myself. And I will be forever, forever grateful for your influence, Sandy. And I just want to say a very, very happy birthday, and I love you to pieces, and I'm so glad that you were born. Bye.
Go, 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 mommy. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Drink Diet Coke like it's your birthday. And we don't give a fuck cause it's your birthday. Happy birthday, mommy. I love you. Mwah!
Hi, Mom. Happy birthday. You're 70. That's amazing. I'm really glad that we're having a birthday party for you. I'm just really happy about that. I wanted to. I'm supposed to tell you something about. I don't remember, but what came to me, it was something about what you mean to the world. And what came to me was who you are, which that's very nebulous, but what you are, basically. So I just wanted to, I can show you better than telling you. I don't know if you remember this, but this is the traveling pack that you wear underneath your clothes that you gave me, that was yours for a while. And then I went on a trip to Europe when I was 16, and you gave this to me. And I've had it ever since, and I put really important things to me in it. And so if anything happens, I just put this on, or I can just put this on and like grab this, photos, and my dog, and we're all good. So what's in here? I'll just show you real briefly. I have my birth certificate, which is in here. I have my social security card in here wrapped up. I have some coins that are new or rare. What else? I have keys to my journal in a tiny little envelope. But the most important thing to me is this. I don't know if it's backwards to you, but it says Bill's Trading Post. And inside of it is a little teeny tiny storyteller. She's Pueblo Native American. She is from New Mexico, and she has little teeny tiny children on her, and she tells stories to them. So when I was growing up, I read a lot of stories. I read a lot of books, and you always allowed me the time and space to just lay in bed and read and read and read. And I this year, during the school year, I wrote 2 creative writing stories, published 2 articles in the school newspaper, wrote 12 poems for a poetry class, and wrote 2 screenplays. So I'm starting to give back what was given to me through about stories, like reading a lot of stories and giving back what I got and creating in the world stories. So that's so important to me, and you gave that to me for my life, and that's what I wanted to thank you for, and that's what you created for me. I mean, you created me, and then you created space for me to create too. And I am very grateful for that. So I'm out of time, and I love you, and I hope you have a really good time, because I'm ready to party down with you, especially at karaoke. Okay, love you. Bye.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Grandma. We hope turning 70 for you is a
careless whisper.
Happy birthday, Grandma!
Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance with the stars up above your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance neath the cover of October sky. All the leaves on the trees are falling.
This message is for you, Sandra, on your 70th birthday. This is Artis. It took me a while to really think about how I wanted to present some of this. But anyway, I'm going to try to just make it short and kind of to the point in terms of some of the things that that I've observed over the years in relationship to who you are as a person, and what we've been able to develop as friends over the years. One thing that comes to mind is some time ago, I guess when your mother passed, you gave me a gift, which was very interesting around that time. But with the gift, you said to me, regardless of this gift, I don't want it to take away from you being honest with me about certain things that I need to know. I thought that was very interesting, because very few people do that like that. Sometimes they give gifts that's kind of like hush money. I don't want you to be honest. I want to give you this so you don't be open. But you did the opposite. And I never forgot about that. I even shared that with certain friends of mine. But having said that, I definitely want to follow through with that and let you know some of the things that I've observed, again, over the years in relationship to who I think you are, who you've been, and who I think you are. In relationship to being honest I think you not only been honest, I think, around me, but I see that as being a quality that you've exhibited within your circle with your friends and associates. Your trustworthiness, you're a person that can be trusted, for sure. Unselfishness, giving of yourself, which is the highest form of giving, is to give of oneself. And you've definitely exhibited that over the years on many, many occasions. And again, I'm not talking about something that some people have told me as much as things that I've observed. The giving, definitely the giving of yourself in an unselfish manner. Being a good listener, as well as a very active talker. But I think you talk, after a certain age, we all have to talk because we know so much. So it's a matter of sharing things, but you're passionate about your topics. You're passionate about certain things. And so therefore, I think that's one reason or one way where that we express ourselves through the topic and how passionate we are about our topics. And those are qualities you've always had. Passion. We've gone through a lot of changes in the X amount of years we've known one another. I think we've known each other. We met around the 70s, early 70s. So we've covered a lot of area. Say the good, bad, and the ugly. But it's been more good, I think, than anything. If there was a book that would ever describe you, I think the title of it would definitely be Looking Beyond the Boundaries. Because you've always looked beyond, say, the norms, not accepting just the norms, but looking beyond that to find whatever. And doing some of that and sharing some of that with everyone, definitely people that you love and care about. So, your family, which I think comes first, family and friends, but definitely people who are close to you and have touched you, have always been, those individuals have always been numero uno. And I'd like to think that it's reciprocal and have gotten you to this point of being 70 years old, which is, I think, is an accomplishment for a number of us. Anyway, in closing, honey, take care of yourself. And yes, I do forgive you for burning up my tennis shoes years ago. I was trying to find some shoes years ago, and I come to find out Sandra had burned them up in the fireplace. But there are many stories like that about the trials and tribulations of artists and Sandra. So anyway, honey, take care of yourself. Congratulations. And enjoy yourself, and much love. We had the opportunity to produce a very interesting daughter in Elizabeth. We got through her growing pains, and she ended up being a very unique young woman. So I have to definitely give you your props on being an excellent mother for all your children, but the best, definitely the one that we shared. So take care, honey. Take care. And again, I love you. Keep up the good work. Artists. Bye-bye.
Hi, Mom. Just want to say happy birthday from Vanessa. Just want to tell you, I hope you're having a wonderful party at the Russian River. I'm actually in Walla Walla, Washington, making this video for you. just want to thank you so much, and for everything you ever did for me. And because of you, I have confidence. I'm a strong woman. I'm sassy. I'm smart. I'm a very hard worker. I'm very determined. And you laid the path for your daughter. So I just wanted to let you know that I love you, and that's it. Bye-bye, Mom.
Hey, Mom. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I love you with all my heart. You're the best mom I've ever had. The family loves you. I love you. The dogs love you. We all love you. And I can't wait to see you soon. All right, Mom. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Grandma Sandy. We love you and miss you. Happy birthday.
We love you, Grandma Sandy. Happy birthday. We miss you. Hey, Grandma Sandy. Happy birthday. Love you.
Music is love and love is music, if you know what I mean. People who believe in music are the happiest people I've ever seen. So clap your hands, stomp your feet, shake your tambourine, yeah. Lift your voices to the sky. God loves you when you sing. I believe in music. Oh yeah, I believe in love. Don't you know that I believe in music? I believe in love. Music is a universal language, and love is the key. Brotherhood, peace and understanding, and living in harmony.